What's up, everyone? Welcome to a brand new game series with Azarthus and OneKill called StarCraft 2 Virtual Network. I mean,
What? Virtual network?
that's what it's called, right? Or is it called a visual novel? Well, actually,
How do
guys,
you know it's called SC2? Maybe that stands for something as well, like scrotal cancer.
Scrotum Cancer 2 Virtual Networks. What? Holy shit! That sounds like some like meta. That sounds like New Age cancer. Gets gets in your fucking never. Oh my god. So
Scrotal cancer visual novel. Let's do this.
all right. So clearly we have the perfect idea of what this game is. So um, there's this little thing at the beginning that you can play, but we don't obviously need to do that. That has day 9 and some other interesting things. So we're just gonna skip that,
Yeah, fuck bracket 9 bracket.
and we're gonna go right to the game.
All he does these days is Hearthstone.
Hate Stone. So apparently we get to be a boy or a girl.
Coin flip, motherfucker.
All right, here we go.
All right. Heads for heads, tails for booties.
For booties.
Oh
Wait,
no! That was not a flip. Okay. Tails. Booty.
We got a booty, and our name is Mock.
What?
The choice will mostly impact how she or she appears. So
Our girl's name is Bach?
our girl's name is Mock, or maybe that's her online handle. I don't know. We're gonna find out here pretty soon.
We're gonna call her Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. All right. Begin the story as the female main character. Yes, I want to play as the female character. No.
It might as well be being like, choose your difficulty.
Choose your difficulty. Oh god.
Male
All
is
right.
hard mode.
Ha, I see what you did there. Oh, boobies. There's a certain feeling that every StarCraft player gets before they lose. Most try to ignore it at first, as if the inevitable is just another challenge to fight through. Like their past mistakes don't count if they just try a little bit harder, but you're a scrublord, so you fucked up. It's a natural thing. To believe otherwise contradicts the hours we spend practicing. Still, every player must eventually come to terms with the defeat of being bad. That they have to queue up for another game, or maybe that they flew across the world for nothing. I haven't met many players that can take a loss in stride. It's painful, it's permanent, it's proof that your best isn't always enough. Long after my elimination, I remain at the PC with a blank look in my eye. I got wrecked by somebody's Nan. Clicks shoot from my fingers as I leap from page to page. A tournament update mentions my defeat in passing, but no one gives a shit. When my frustration fades, I'm left with only guilt. I should have practiced harder.
No. No, it wouldn't mention her defeat in passing. It would have been like a shitstorm about how girls are stupid
That is true.
on the internet. Let's be real.
And how none of them should be gamers, and that all that bullshit. So that I doubt that, but that's okay. For right now, we'll deal with it. I consider sticking around to watch the few final games, but the knot in my stomach persuades me to avoid any more stress. VSL qualifier here. People are nice enough to a foreigner with the heart to attempt a Star League qualifier. But without a win, I'm just one more in a long line of losers. And scrublords. Hundreds spent their best years chasing the esports dream. 1 in 52 make it. This is for those that don't. Oh god.
2 in 100 make it.
6 in 9 make it. Every game of StarCraft begins the same. First, you start by getting flamed by your opponents. Then you gather resources. Train a worker. Get flamed by more opponents. Construct a building. Get flamed by opponents. Rally an army.
Fucking backdoored.
Get backdoored. Defend a base. Contest the map. And, wait for it,
Backdoor your enemies.
and get shat on by 15-year-olds. Turn something small into something more.
Get flamed by your opponent.
This game is punishing. It's stressful. It's draining. It builds you up and tears you down.
And then flames you.
And then flames you. It's not for everyone. It might not even be for me. How many more chances am I going to get? Was that my last? Oh shit, the feeling is back.
Terran versus Terran, 40-minute matches.
Why am I still trying? Why can't I quit? My fist rattles the desk and sends a plastic bottle onto the floor, which is now dripping onto my computer. With my chin in my hand, I throw myself into the match replay. I am not going to use anything that has to do with the glossary, and I force down a major breath. Losing a throwaway ladder game shouldn't bother a player of my rank, because I am superior to all other. Scout denial and my poor control of the final fight gave my opponent the edge. In retrospect, my mistakes seem obvious. I toy with the conclusion that he was hacking before realizing that I'm just a useless pile of shit. No, I should have been able to win that one. Despite the Grandmaster badge next to my handle, I find myself too anxious to queue up for another game. The loss at the VSL qualifier earlier today isn't helping my mindset. I comb my tiny room with a look, restless and unmotivated. Sitting alone in a dark room for extended periods of time is incredibly depressing, a fact I only learned when it became apparent and a significant part of my life, because I'm just adding in words for fun.
Uh-huh.
Only one thing is for certain, I've got to get out of here. I must see the sunlight.
Here comes the sun, da-da-da-da. It's a dark night, it's midnight, you dumb slut.
What?
Da-da-da-da.
After double checking that my apartment's door is locked, I hustle down the stairs and onto the sidewalk. Light grows. Wow. So we're growing weed? Light grows with each step towards the shining skyline. Catchy pop beats and posters of flawless, impeccable models dominate street after street. Foot traffic is thick and impatient. Seoul Tower stands tall from a distant hilltop.
Flawless models? Like their dongers are just the perfect hang. Best ratio to ball to dick. Just a
Sure.
beautiful looking donger.
But even the lingering excitement of life in a faraway place can't dredge me out of my hopelessness. I can't stop thinking about dongers. Sometimes, especially on days like this, I regret pursuing esports. It's a thought I've had more times than I care to admit since coming to South Korea. Even saying that, I know I can't keep myself from competing. It's in my nature, and truth be told, this damn game is the only good thing I'm at.
Good thing I'm at.
Yep. What is StarCraft? Some respond to that with an explanation on its game mechanics or its storyline.
Some raise their dongers.
Yes, some raise their dongers, and others like to give popular answers too. That it requires the dexterity of a pianist alongside the strategic thinking of a donger player.
That Kerrigan booty.
Maybe that's what StarCraft is to most people, but to the hundreds who carve out a living on it, StarCraft isn't such a simple thing. It's the embodiment of competition, a perfect playing field. No need for athletic genes, rabid parents, tutting tutors, or expensive summer camps. You pick up the game on your own. You learn, you improve, you flame your opponents, and you wreck Nans. If you're good enough, you can become a god. And if you fail, you become CLG.
Oh my god!
I'm not building towards a long-term career. I'm friendless in a foreign country. I'm respected by no one.
Like CLG.
And if I don't qualify for the VSL next month, I'll be back home at square one.
CLG.
I'll be nothing. I'll be CLG. But hey, At least I play video games all day. Ain't that the truth?
Shit. Are you completely sure you haven't forgotten anything? Do you have enough money for the cab when you land? Are you sure that the apartment got your money? Is your phone charged? Is your vibrator charged?
Mom, I'm fine. Please, nothing bad is going to happen.
Gonna get fucked up. Glad that you're gonna be gone. Your mother and I are gonna fuck all day.
It takes effort to keep a frown from my face. I'm certain that my parents came to see me off only so that they could say that they were going to do that. And that they could tell me that they're going to fuck all day long. I've already sunk the entirety of my savings into this. Now isn't the time for second thoughts. My dad gestured towards the security line and taps his watch twice.
Alright, go on. Get the fuck out. Crack 'em, boys!
Crack the boys.
Come back in one piece, hon. Save a beer for me.
Save a beer. Nothing comes when I think of how to respond, so I only nod. Without another word, my parents walk away.
Woo! No kids! Woo! She has to make her own mistakes.
With that, I tighten my fist, pace quickening, even though I want to prove everyone who's doubted me wrong. I'm tired of losing for no one's sake but my own. With the sun long set, overhead signs wash the streets in color. I've wandered so far that a walk back to my apartment would take almost a half hour. My renewed drive to practice my craft drives my search for a place to play. It's not long before I see the words I'm looking for. PC Gangbang. The amount of foot traffic suggests that it's a pretty popular internet cafe. A sign on the front window reads Golden Zone Fire. Though I've only visited them a few times, PC Bangs are one of the things that interested me most about Korea when I first got into StarCraft. Duking it out for champion status of a neighborhood cafe is old school cool, like the type of western where a sheriff defends his turf against upstarts and outlaws. It's an ideal that's a bit dated these days. Most StarCraft 2 competition takes place either online or in broadcast studios. I'll admit, I've daydreamed of being born a decade earlier and playing the original esport Brood War during its rise alongside the PC Bang. A better time, or so the filthy scrublords say online. I trundle up the stairs and pass through the doorway, immediately struck by the size of the place. There has to be at least 80 computers.
Oh my god, grill!
What?
Oh my god, girl! That's what everybody at this cafe would be saying.
Oh my god.
Girl.
Girl. Oh my god. Can I get your autograph? No, I'm just kidding.
Can I get your autograph?
I've never seen one of these before. Alright, anyway. Back
Mom,
on.
I caught a rare one.
You caught a rare one? A wild girl has appeared. It's super effective. Oh, that's terrible. Anyway, the crowd is too large for an ordinary evening. There are more people than there are PCs, even. I indulge my curiosity on the first person I see, a dark-haired guide observing a match of SC2 from behind someone's shoulders. Excuse me, is there an event going on? The guy turns and looks at me like I'm speaking something other than Korean. What a fuck, lad. After a brief silence, he responds.
Oh my god, girl! Are you new at something? How have you not heard of All Out Attack, girl?
Yeah, I'm new. Just asking.
Ugh.
He hums and glances away for a moment. Filthy peasant. Though he doesn't apologize, he does fill me in.
Golden Zone Fire holds a StarCraft 2 tournament called All Out Attack once a month. It's one of the few places you'll find a decent player outside of an online cup or a star league.
Oh shit.
Girl. Used to be a Brood War tournament action. Crappy peasant games.
I see. Thank you. Are you cheering for someone?
Ugh.
He only stares in response. The guy walks away with a shake of his head, mumbling something about filthy foreigners. The back of his shirt sports the Korean Pro Gamer Association logo. Maybe he's a Brood War fan or something. None of the StarCraft teams under KPGA's regulations compete in anything except the original game, Brood War. Understandably, they don't want to fracture a scene they've worked hard to build up. And that's lucky for those of us trying to keep from drowning in a game that's already deep with talent. KPGA players train for unbelievable hours. Well, I came here to practice, and now I'm presented with an excellent chance to do so if what that guy said is true. A few stares follow me, because, you know,
Oh my God,
I'm a
girl.
girl. As I walk forward to put my name on the sign-up list, I must look like a tourist in over my head. I'm definitely not the first foreigner to go abroad for esports, but most come to South Korea only once they have results or fame. After paying for an hour's worth of PC time at the front desk, I settle for a station that has a mouse and keyboard that's similar to my setup at home. A few minutes later, I join my opponent's game lobby just in time for the start of the first round. His name isn't familiar, so I check his profile to see he's ranked midway through Master League. Not bad for a casual player. Wow. Pretentious much? We see. Oh, fine. Workers, minerals, Vespene gas, and a command center. I start out every match with only these resources at my disposal. It's my job to turn them into something that can defeat my opponent, except for Vespene gas, which you can't really do anything at the start. So, okay.
GLHF.
Generally, that means I need to build structures capable of training units for my army. My build order determines how my end of the matchup plays out. This game, I've opted for a quick Hellion attack. Not only will it offer me a chance to deal some damage to my opponent, but it will also allow me to scout. But it seems I don't have much to worry about. My opponent went for a greedy build order, focusing entirely on his economy instead of his army. He's a filthy peasant. Unfortunately for him, the match isn't going to last long enough for that risk to pay off. My Hellions make short work of his single queen and handful of Zerglings. With his front line out of the way, I'm free to rush into his mineral line and roast his workers, denying him the resources he needs to muster an army. Boom. Facing down a marine reinforcement, it's not long before my Zerg opponent types out the two letters GG, no re. Easy. As soon as the victory screen displays, anxiety floods out of my body. StarCraft is tense. It isn't an exaggeration to say that there's never a moment to relax until a match is over. Bristling with confidence, I get up to check my next opponent. ... And it's a cell. What the fuck? I draw my lips in a line and let my shoulders slouch. Welp, that's the end of this tournament run. Acel is one of South Korea's strongest Terran players. He's well known for his old school cred, balanced playstyle, and friendly banter. He lost in the round of 8 of last season's VSL, a respectable finish, if not a high-paying one. I wonder if Acel's like an actual player. I don't think so, but I know. I mean, assume the game's like kind of.
Cell StarCraft.
I don't want to break the game, so I won't Google anything.
Cell is a StarCraft player.
Okay. Okay, so maybe this is like kind of accurate. That's cool.
Yep, 1900 platinum Terran.
Shit. From what I remember, Acel was a damn good Brood War player, but he was out of his prime when the sequel hit last year, so it makes sense that he switched. While I'm considering what sort of rush I should do to steal a win, I feel a tap on my shoulder in turn. Huh, so you are a foreigner. Oh, sorry. I'd find none other than the man himself standing there. This is a bit surreal, considering I've followed Acel's play for about as long as I've been into StarCraft. Luckily, his nonchalant manner disarms my surprise. I think we play next round. I'm Mach, a Terran. He misses a beat before regaining a smile, likely surprised that I understood and then answered him.
Yeah, I saw you won your game. Not bad. Foreigners are an uncommon sight at all out attack. Are you a pro gamer? What team are you on?
I don't know if you could call me a pro gamer at this point, but I do rep XXX Swaggy Tits XXX, and I don't have a team. Try to find one, though. I do my best not to look too hopeful, though Estelle's blank expression is hard to read either way. He pauses to scratch his cheek before responding.
The fuck, you dumbass? Good luck. Easy win.
You too. I mean, thanks. I'm gonna whoop your ass. And with that, before we go any farther and we get into this next game, we're gonna find out how this shit goes down. We're gonna put a break in this episode. Thanks very much for watching. If you liked the video, like it. If you disliked it, well, I mean, go ahead and dislike it. But definitely make sure to subscribe to see more content like this. Thanks, guys.
Bye.